Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this Facebook Live. I'm Se Kwon.
I'm Dylan
Vogt. Sorry, I kind of wanted to say it with you. Okay. Don't forget, you can watch this and listen to this on your own time by going on our InForum YouTube channel. You can find us on your favorite podcast platform and on inforum.com/podcasts under the InForum Minute. And now to weather. Of course, that's kind of like the big talker right now. A lot of people have travel plans for Thanksgiving, so tell us all about it.
Yeah, today it's going to be pretty nice. More sunshine, some good melting weather, mid-30s, a couple 40s down to the south. Not much to complain about today. Tomorrow, cold front's going to move on through, and it's going to bring a snowflake.
Okay, so not like a blizzard.
No, nothing. No. Don't even say that. Nothing. Nothing even close. Like maybe it'll switch the wind from the south to the northwest. Have maybe a snowflake or two for your travel plans.
Yeah.
Mostly cloudy throughout the day. Really not expecting anything more than that, and still warm by Saturday. The temperature's still in the 30s, upper 30s, close to 40 for some of us. So a nice warm stretch.
Yeah.
Really nothing to complain about.
Thanksgiving is pretty average when you compare it to other things.
Yeah, we'll be in the mid 30s, and our average is about freezing, so we're pretty close to that. Not close to the record warmest, 57 back in 2011.
Crazy.
Not quite that warm, and not close to the record coldest. It's just gonna be a nice travel day for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Really nothing to complain about, I don't think. So,
nice. All right.
Yeah, that's weather.
All right, beautiful. Thank you, Dylan. Appreciate
Betcha.
that. Okay, let's get you caught up on some breaking news right away. We got this just into our newsroom while we were on the air this morning, but we know one person has been arrested after an early morning high-speed chase in Horace, North Dakota. So we are hearing from a Cass County deputy that he saw a car that was speeding on County Road 14 just after 3 this morning. And then when he tried to pull that car over, that's when the driver decided to speed off. So a little bit later down the line, that deputy was able to find that driver again on University Drive in Fargo. And keep in mind, when they found that car was already rolled into the ditch. So that driver right now is facing charges of fleeing and reckless endangerment. Passenger was also in that car, and that person is in the hospital right now just being treated for some minor injuries. So we'll let you know once we learn the name of that driver. But for now, of course, you can stick with us on our newscasts. Also, we're expecting to learn the names of 2 people involved in a possible murder-suicide in Ottertail County. We know that officers were called out to a report of a suspicious death at a home on Lake Ethel, which is about 15 minutes out from Battle Lake. And when they got there, they found a 59-year-old man and a 58-year-old woman dead. They are calling this an isolated incident, and they're also saying there is no known threat to the public right now. So, of course, we'll let you know once those victims' names are released. But yeah. Also, right now, we are learning new details about the hours leading up to that double murder in Fargo, right by NDSU. And we're hearing from the family of 28-year-old Kwon Gatewood that he went to a promotion at Club Summit last Friday night with his friend, 27-year-old Kier Davies. They went back to this North Fargo apartment where apparently there were strippers there. That's according to family members. And Gatewood does leave behind 2 sons and was expecting a 3rd child in May. Davies leaves behind a daughter.
And we're keeping an eye on your Thanksgiving forecast as we for the next couple of days. And last minute grocery shopping for today. Nice day, mostly sunny, 35. We've got some melting weather in store. A little bit cooler for tomorrow thanks to this wind turning around to the northwest. That sends in some of that cooler air. Plus we'll have a mostly cloudy sky, maybe a spare flurry, especially in northern, northeastern Minnesota. So kind of getting outside of our viewing area. Sunshine returns on Friday paired with a southwest wind that helps to warm us up close to 40 degrees.
And there's your weather. All right, so let's continue our headlines for the day. Let's get to some closings and closures across the region, as of course Thanksgiving is just 1 day away now. So, starting in Fargo, all city offices, including public library branches, Fargo Cass Public Health, and the fire and police departments will all be closed tomorrow. Map Bus will also not be running for Thanksgiving, but routes and the regular hours for city offices are all going to be resuming on Friday. Very similar story in Moorhead, with all city offices closed as well. Garbage and recycling pickups are going to be moved to Friday. And then in Grand Forks, most city offices are going to be closed, but keep in mind, emergency police and fire services will continue to operate as scheduled. City's area transit not going to be running on Thanksgiving. Those will all pick back up on Friday. Also today, the Fargo VFW is hosting a free Thanksgiving dinner for those in need of a hot meal during this holiday week. Volunteers will be serving turkey and all of the fixings from 11 to 3 or until the food is gone. You can eat at the VFW location downtown, or you can take it to go if you'd like. Speaking more on a national level, let's talk about student loans. We know that the Biden administration is extending the pause on student loan payments once again. And the extension is, of course, aiming to give the Supreme Court some time to rule on the lawsuits brought against Biden's student loan program. Department of Education says that pause will lift either 60 days after the court issues a decision or 60 days after June 30th. Biden's program does plan to cancel $10,000 for all other borrowers if they earn less than $125,000 a year. And the 2-year suspension on payments was set to expire at the end of the year. Also, new overnight, we know at least 7 people are dead and several other people are hurt after a shooting inside a Walmart in Virginia. When officers got there, they found multiple people already dead inside that store. We know and confirmed that 7 people are dead, but of course that death toll could rise throughout the day as multiple people are in the hospital right now with very serious injuries. Police say there was likely only one shooter, but they confirmed that the shooter is dead, not giving any specifics as to how that person died. Police are also saying that the shooter was either an employee or a former employee of that same store. So that was kind of the tie that it had to the store. Of course, we'll keep tracking this for you and let you know if the death toll rises throughout the day. Also today, the suspect in the Colorado Springs LGBTQ nightclub shooting is expected to appear in court for the first time. Anderson Aldrich is accused of opening fire at Club Q on Saturday night, killing 5 people and hurting more than a dozen others. Now, they were in the hospital when people tried to, take that suspect down. We heard from the Army veteran yesterday, Richard Ferrio, I want to say his name is. State Attorney General is saying Aldrich will likely face charges for every single person who was inside the club at the time, even those who were not hurt. And let's give you an update on the Indonesia earthquake really quick. The death toll from that 5.6 magnitude earthquake has now risen from 160 people, which was what we told you yesterday, to now 268 people. Country is reporting that around 58,000 people have now been displaced due to those collapsed houses and buildings. More than 1,000 people were hurt from that earthquake, and rescue crews are still searching for more than 150 people this morning. Effects of that earthquake are still lingering as dozens of aftershocks continue across that country. All right, everyone. Hot Mic with Dom Izzo, 9 to 11, WDAY Extra, InForum.com. Make sure you go join him on his show. He's got a lot to talk about this morning. And, of course, don't forget, for 99 cents a month for your first 3 months, you can get an all-access pass to InForum.com by going on InForum.com/subscribe. All right, everybody. Hope you guys have a great day. Make sure you tune in for our 11 o'clock newscast set to air in just a few hours here. And then we have evening coverage at 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. We will be back here tomorrow morning. Scott and I will be here for your Thanksgiving newscast. So make sure you come join us tomorrow from 5 to 7. Have a good day.